Greetings and good evening. Let's just get into it. Black athletes, people that love sports all over the world. Take a trip with me down memory lane. A lot of what I'm going to be reading from is from a piece written by William C. Rhoden, Rhoden, prolific, skilled Black author. Take a trip with us down memory lane. There was a column that was recently written by somebody in LA. But this column is here I go. The column is the continuation, of a racist pattern that emerged early in the 20th century when Jack Johnson, a Black athlete, gained global notoriety when he became heavyweight champion of the world. There was a writer during this time, Jack London, and best believe there are a lot of Jack Londons out there, regardless of melanin or non-melanin. Jack London called for retired champion Jim Jeffries to come out of retirement to save the white race from Johnson. Jeffries would become the great white hope. Shit, the movie was practically named after him, called The Great White Hype, with Samuel L. Jackson and others. I digress. 13 years earlier before that fight, Charles Dana, the editor of the New York Sun, warned readers, talking too fast, I'm sorry, because this gets my heart to. We are in the midst of a growing menace. The Black man is rapidly forging to the front ranks in athletics, especially in the field of fisticuffs. We are in the midst of a Black rise against white supremacy. Mr. Rhoden writes, sports are often used as a morality play, especially when a high-profile team made up of Black players competes against a team with a white star. In the case of LSU versus UCLA, a mostly Black team goes against a team whose virtues, in the view of the LA Times, stand in contrast to those of the team with more white players than LSU. Usually this deals with or has something to do with a combination of intelligence, class, or comportment. Who controls the narrative? Come back to me. I'm old school. If you have the video, YouTube it, then by all means do so. 1988. You remember the University of Miami when they played Notre Dame? Catholics versus convicts. I understand that a student was behind everything, but folks got behind it. You knew right off, didn't you? Okay? You knew right off, because nobody could stand Miami's trash talking, bodacious style of play. You remember 1990 when UNLV played Duke, national championship game? Duke, the choir boys. UNLV, the thugs and the gangsters. Come on, man. Come on. I know there's a lot of you out there that are anti-history. Shame on you. You got to know your history so you don't repeat that shits, right? Okay. You don't remember that? What about Coach John Thompson's Georgetown Hoyas in the 1980s and early 1990s? Constantly had to fight dehumanization that portrayed them because of their, tough, aggressive, hard-nosed style of play. Okay? Don Staley had to call out Iowa's coach last year when Iowa upset South Carolina, talking about it's going to be a bar fight. No. As Don said, we ain't bar fighters, we ain't monkeys, we don't engage in that type of behavior. We are intelligent ballers, and we are intelligent physical ballers. I say all that to say this. What's going on with Angel Reese right now, and those that have a platform to say something about it, it's it's devastating, and it's going to make me stand up here in a minute. These are kids that we're talking about. Their brains are still maturing. And you got a phenomenal basketball player in Angel Reese talking about the mental health issues and challenges she had to go through. Yeah, I'm going to speak about it because my baby girl played basketball. I'm talking to all men of daughters out there. Stop letting this shit pass. And which brings me to another point. I apologize for even bringing up Candace Owens. The Candace Owens and the Jason Whitlocks, quick to sell out. And I don't know these people. I don't know. I'm just voicing it. I'm stating my opinion on what I see. And you're trying to tell me that Angel Reese, and the reason I bring them up is because I mentioned Candace Owens' name in her defense of P. Diddy, but that's just her trying to get back in her good graces with us, and we should not allow it. So I apologize for using her name. But all this other madness and all this other nonsense that's going on, oh, no. Come on now. She wins a championship. Let me read you some of the quotes of some of these so-called tough folks. I don't know if it's attributed to them or not, but these are kids, brains still maturing. But yet and still, some of these quotes, I don't know if it's them or not, but check this out. Glad Iowa stomped those pathetic American-hating LSU women basketball bitches. Not even going to give the name. Just some punk-ass coward that if you met him in public, he'd probably have an AR-15 and wouldn't be able to use these to defend himself. Because people that have to use, I don't even want to get into that. Sorry. You can't use these, this. Your body, you a bitch. Excuse me. And Ice-T. Bitches too. I told you I'm old school hip hop. When I say the word bitch, more than likely I'm talking about a man than a woman. Believe that, because I grew up with tough, strong ass black women that didn't play that shit. You got me twisted. You got me twisted. And this is referring to the national anthem, which, in case some of you didn't know, the football team and the basketball teams, whenever they're done with their warm-up, they leave the field. Has nothing to do with the national anthem, this, that, or the other. And even if it did, so what? Y'all ain't the ones out here getting killed. I'm surprised I made it to this age. If you think I'm lying, go ask George Floyd. Go ask Miss Breonna. Go ask Miss Bland. You got us twisted. That's the problem. Because you have no empathy, you're unable to see it from the other side. Look at this clown. And if I understand this right, this is some black dude. Once again, the Whitlocks and the Candace Owenses of the world. I had no clue athletes were still protesting the anthem. You know, they could all just go play in North Korea. I don't know if this is true or not, but supposedly, allegedly, some clown said LSU announced that it has every intention on continuing to be a terrorist organization hell-bent on overthrowing the American Republic. These cats are smoking something stronger than ganja. This college should be investigated for treason. Arrests should be made, not of the girls, but of the leaders, starting with the coach. Here's some clown. I don't want to hear anybody out. This is flat out embarrassing. Some of these women have made almost $1 million before age 22. What else can you do that in the world at a university. Where else can you do that in the world at a university? You're protesting what exactly? Being a one percenter? All of this for young people? Sports and sports commentary meant to bring people closer together. Hold on. Let me use an old school white tactic. I ain't racist or prejudiced. One of my favorite basketball players is Larry Bird. Death threats, their children, they're navigating their way through this life. It's a sport. You understand? It's a sport. And for those of you, I want to end it like this, because I know I went past my 10-minute mark, and I know I'm losing some of you, and I apologize. Use your platform for something important. And I mean white folks too, okay? I mean white folks too. Use it for something important. Use it for something that's inclusive and that's about love. That's about togetherness and love. Let's stop trying to divide people and divide shit. Dirty debutantes. Because I'm the type of person that will turn Nigger into Nigga. Shit, use dirty debutantes. And just so you know, Iowa ain't done nothing yet. They ain't won a ring. LSU still got that jewelry. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to end it like that. I'll get back to the love and relationships later. But it's just something that touched my heart, touched my family's heart. And it's something that needed to be discussed. And it's something that needed to be talked about. You got some opinions? Come with it. You know what I'm saying? Come with it. All right? Love every single one of you. Peace, love, and happiness as always. Until next time, Denmark. Yeah, I'm coming from the closet. I told you. Okay? It ain't just thoughts from the closet. And as a matter of fact, pedophiles, the R. Kellys, and anybody else accused of or being related to or in the same sentence of child abuse. Okay, no, I'm letting you know that ain't Denmark, and you can add something else to the list. Sellouts don't come from the closet either. You understand? Nah, no, we don't. Thoughts from the closet. The closet from the mothership now. Don't get it twisted. All right? From the mothership. Until next time, y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. Hope you enjoy the basketball coming up. The Final Fours coming up. The women and the men's. Until next time.